everyone, Dave Axel. Welcome to the Weekly Band Crawl. And this time, I've had you on here before because I say every show, my partner in crime, Tom Cook,
Yes, you
right?
do.
Every single time. But I have not had you on here before.
Hi.
Right? You're not new to the scene at all, but I have not had you on here before. So obviously, new singer for Sound Theory. Congratulations on that. They're pretty good except their bass player. That's like they're working on getting a new one, but for now,
I love my bass players. Ask any band I've been in, I love my bass players.
there you go. And of course, so tell me how this happened. Like, how did he find you for this?
Okay, so I'm friends with Britt from from Stereo FM. I'm friends with her, and she told me, "Hey, this band Sound Theory. I don't know if you know them. They're pretty big in the area, and they're looking for a classic rock singer. And you do classic rock. That's like right up your alley. Why don't you audition?" And I saw some of their videos, and I was like, they seem to stick with mostly men. But okay, I'll reach out to Tom. And there you go.
And the rest is history.
Yep, and I had the audacity to show up prepared.
Well, you're not allowed to do that. If you've been to other auditions, that's not usually allowed.
Apparently.
But if you want to break the rules, feel free to break them.
It's like, oh, you gave me a list of these 14 songs that we will be going over. So I made sure that I had those 14 songs ready, and I walked in like, okay, I am ready to go.
Now, you said you sang, obviously you sang with other bands before.
Yes.
I know you sang with Harlequin when they first started out.
Yes.
Anybody else local that you've been with?
I was in Power Surge.
Yep, I remember the name.
Yep, so I was there until July,
Okay.
and then I guess some drama happened. I don't know. I got ghosted.
Okay.
Which apparently is a thing that used to be how you fire people without actually firing them. And it's like, and I would ask them like straight up like, am I in the band or not?
Right.
And I just see like they're starting to like post like, oh, they have a show and there's a different singer, and then I'm getting messages like, where are you? What the hell is this? And I'm
Who's
sitting
this
there going,
person?
I'm just at home on my couch with my cat and my dog like,
Yeah. Hey, look,
don't
if they-
ask me.
If they don't bother to tell you.
Yeah,
So you've
I'm
now
just going to
done,
do my own thing. I don't care.
You've done how many Sound Theory shows at this point?
I've done 2.
2 live shows?
Two live with Sound Theory. They've had me pop in on a few shows to like kick off the third set.
Yep.
Kind of
Just work yourself in.
Yeah, get people engaged with me.
When's the full launch date? When is it just
She's
Sam?
going to do a full weekend with us, Cafe Murano, the 15th and 16th.
Nice?
Yeah, she had some previous obligations that she told me all about, through the end of the year when we hired her. So we knew about that ahead of time. So I kept most of the guest singers that I had lined up when our other singer left. But she's going to do the whole full weekend at Cafe Murano.
And then next year it's just you. That's it.
Me and Hunter, yeah.
Yeah, we got Hunter.
Oh,
for
and
some-
Hunter's going to do some stuff with you
got
also?
Hunter for some shows so we can keep doing the originals. But
She's much prettier than Hunter.
I know.
I mean, if we're going for stage show, I love Hunter, by the way. You know that.
He's got very pretty hair.
He has very pretty hair,
Yeah,
doesn't he?
she's
And
going
he
to
can
do
sing.
95% of our shows.
And he can sing. And that's the hard part about jumping in with Sound Theory, right? So you've had Judy Drabeck, you've had Julie Youngst, you've had Hunter, you've had some singers that are, I mean, they're top, like absolutely top in their space. I already know you weren't nervous because I've met you a couple times here and you don't do nervous, so that's good.
Oh no, I have severe stage fright.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I never would have picked that.
Well, the way that I started in bands was that I was just doing karaoke one night, minding my own business, because that's how I battle my stage fright, is I would do karaoke and basically force myself on stage and get comfortable.
Makes sense.
Get comfortable with the discomfort.
Mm-hmm.
And I find that using the anxiety from it helps make sure that you put on a better show, because if you walk in just, thinking that you're the top cock of the walk, you get complacent. And you stop caring
Makes
that you
sense.
actually put on a good show.
That makes sense.
And you see that, where someone's they're drunk on stage, falling over, acting a fool, and you're kind of like, bro, like, no. But
Yeah.
you got to keep the quality there. So at least
Yeah.
me, it's like I walk in, it's like I'm not going to get drunk during my shows. I don't get high during my shows. I have nerves, and it's like, okay, put on a good show.
I never
Focus.
would have picked that.
Yeah.
Ever. So now that you've had the set list and you're, basically full timer, right?
Yeah.
What's your favorites? What's the top stuff? What do you like to do?
Right now, my absolute favorites are most of the Journey songs.
Mm-hmm.
Dio.
Really? Okay.
Oh, I'm a big like glam metal person. My dad raised me on that stuff. So
Okay.
that hard hitting, Rock of Ages,
Yep.
Photograph,
Sure.
stuff like that. that's my bread and butter. That's what I love. And I'm excited because we're actually going to be adding some female songs for me. So
Right, because this
I'm
is
excited.
is Sam the first female singer officially?
Yes,
Right, it's always been guys.
we've used some guest females, but
Right, but it's always been guys. Yeah, so the whole set list is kind of geared male,
Yeah.
right? Which doesn't give you any trouble anyway, but it's not.
Yeah,
What are you
like
going to add?
the melodic male songs, you know, the ones that a lot of men usually struggle with because they got the higher notes. So you have to have that like top-notch dude
Yep.
to do it. Those are easier for me because they're melodic, so they're more in my range.
Gotcha.
Whereas if it's like Alice in Chains or something where it's in the lower register, it starts to just shred my voice because I'm like,
That funny,
I get that.
funny story. I asked her. I said, I sent her Firewoman by Cult. I said, listen to this, and I said, we want to keep on doing this one because it's one of our most popular songs. And a couple of days later, she messaged me. She says, "Oh my God, I've never heard this song, but now it's one of my favorites."
You had not heard Firewoman?
I never heard of the Cult.
Okay.
And I listened to it, I was like, well, and I can usually tell within the first 20 seconds of a song if I like it and if I can do it.
Makes sense.
Like, I don't have to listen to the whole thing. So I started listening, heard the opening part, the guy started singing, and I was like, it's got a real Nickelback vibe. And I love me some
Okay.
Nickelback.
Okay.
I fucks with Nickelback.
Okay.
I don't care what people say. I love
No, I
them.
happen. Truth be told, I like Nickelback
They're,
as well.
they're great. They put on an amazing show, and I'm sitting there and listening to them like, okay, that's a really good song. And I pull up the music video, I watch the way the guy performs, and I'm like, I like this guy. I like the group. He performs with so much passion and just, he's a showman.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, I connect
I'm
with
surprised
that.
you hadn't heard that song.
She
Yeah.
nailed it at rehearsal the first time.
And do you medley it or do you just do it out?
No, we do it straight out.
Because the other thing that you probably noticed is it's basically Bad Girlfriend.
Yeah.
Well, Bad Girlfriend is basically Firewoman because Firewoman
Yeah.
was first. But okay, so you just do it straight out.
Yeah, by itself.
What other, is it a secret what other female songs are coming? Am I allowed to ask that?
Uh,
It can be a secret, it's fine. I'm just,
We're gonna do some Lita Ford,
okay,
some Hailstorm,
nice,
Grace Potter,
okay.
probably hopefully some Pat Benatar, little Stevie Nicks, and we're kind of feeling some out. We're starting on 2 tonight.
Yeah.
That's
After
awesome.
we finish this.
And they're going through like their old like archives and going, what if we turned this into a duet? It's like, I can do that.
Yeah,
Perfect.
we brought back Hysteria by
Def Leppard?
Def Leppard, and she and Chris are doing some killer harmonies on it. It's
That's
just,
awesome.
change creates opportunity. I'm a firm believer in that, and we made.
And luckily, we get lots of opportunity
Yeah,
playing in a local band.
we made a major change, and I'm seeing all these opportunities opening up, and I'm loving it.
Well, and kudos on the fact that you're able to make the major change without shutting the band off.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's hard, especially when it's the lead singer. Like, the rest of us can kind of swap out, and the club owners don't care. As long as you have another decent drummer, another decent bass player, that's all just the music to them. But when it's a front person, that's who they know.
Yeah.
That's the person they're like, okay, time out before you can play here again. I want to hear your new front person. And you guys were able to do that. I mean, a lot of talented subs,
Yeah.
right? But you were able to do that pretty nonchalant.
Well, that's a testament to our local music community. I had so many people that I reached out to stepped up and, are filling in. I mean, we got a couple more this month, like we got Julie this weekend, most shows.
I love
Oh,
Julie.
nice. Okay.
And we've got Hunter for one more show. Like I said, she had some previous obligations,
Sure.
but our local music community was awesome.
And correct me if I'm wrong, you said, so you're doing a weekend at Cafe Murano. You're only recently back in playing Cafe Murano. It's
Back
been a
there
while.
About a year now.
Oh, about a year now?
Yeah. And we
Okay, I knew you weren't doing it for a while. And my joke is Tom plays 8 days a week, right? The band always plays. So it's not like you have a shortage of dates. It's more, can you squeeze them all in?
We're going to cut back a little bit next year. We're booking good. We're going to cut back to take 2 weekends off a month.
Really?
Play two off, and on the 5-week months, play 3 and 2 off. Just to give everybody a little more time. And if we may do some pop-up shows like corporate gigs, and that opens up a window for some original gigs if they pop up, or some nice paying corporate wedding type
Nice.
stuff.
Yeah, if it's like a really good opportunity.
Now, have you played original music before?
No.
Never. So should we be on the hunt for some
She is going
female-fronted originals?
She's going in the studio with us in February to start it. She's never been in the studio, so we're going to start her out with some background vocals, just to let her get a feel for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I hadn't told her this yet, but there may be something down the road. Yeah, we
Yeah,
got
you won't have any problem in it.
We got to get through the next one with Hunter first.
So Hunter's doing the next round.
He'll do one more original. We're gonna record "Gimme Shelter" by the Stones.
Nice.
Yeah, we're doing that. But after that, we'll see where it all goes.
Now, how do you pick your songs in your band? Do you just say, "Here's what we're doing"?
I throw them out there. Other guys throw them out there. We try to discuss them. Sometimes everybody's like, "Yeah, let's do that one." Other times it's like there's pushback, which is it's healthy pushback. And sometimes you know the drill. You spend hours working on a song, and you say, "Guys, this ain't working."
Or it flops live,
Yeah.
and then it's not worth
And you
doing.
know what? It happens because there's some songs that they just flop. Like we love them, but we don't want to hear them live. We don't care if the cover band does it, or you're just not in the right venue for it.
Right.
It happens.
And you guys do play a really wide berth of venues.
Yeah.
There's some smaller bars in there. There's some bigger clubs in there. I'd imagine the same set list isn't going to work in each.
No.
You know what I
No,
mean?
but
Like,
people love our song list. I get so many people at our shows come up and say, "Man, I mean, granted, we do some songs that other bands do. We're not unique there, but we get so many people coming up at every show saying, I love your song list." I mean,
That's
we-
awesome.
It's just, it's just a wide variety.
and now the thing that Tom may not know is so that now that you're in the mix and you're an official Sound Theory member, right? That means you get to throw songs out in this collective discussion.
And I did because when I first joined, and him and the men had discussed, hey, we now have a female singer. We should probably look into doing female songs. So he said, "Do you have any female artists that you like?"
Okay.
And I'm sitting there like,
a few.
okay, well let's narrow this down because I was raised on everything from Manilow to
That's it.
Manson. What kind of caliber are we
Absolutely.
looking at? And so I was like, okay, off the cuff, I just wrote down 33 songs. I was like, this is off the cuff, just top of my brain. These were the radio hits for these 5 artists. Plus, I know you guys do this one. We can bring that one back. I know you guys do this one. You can bring that one back. I've heard
there's
you guys
no
talk about
shortage.
this one, and I know it. Like, this is all stuff that I know, and I can whip out if we need to. And if you need more, I have a plethora, but I have to now dive into my brain and find the files.
And now, how many? You guys already have what? How many songs are on your set
We've
list?
got 70 songs already.
Right. So this could
And
push
our goal with her is to have 6 female artist songs by the end of December. I know we've got 3 rehearsals in December with you.
Yep.
Our goal is to have 6. Now, hopefully we'll get there, and then that we come out of the gate strong. But it's exciting for us. I mean, that's the first thing Jeff Coda said when we hired her. He said, "Okay, she's been great learning all of our songs. Let's give her some female artist songs to learn." So it's a nice trade-off.
That's awesome. And now, before this switch happened, how often were you rehearsing? It wasn't that often. You guys were pretty much
we
learning
were pretty
to
well
play it.
set. I mean, we were rehearsing on the originals when we go in the studio, but we were pretty well set. I mean, we play in 3 weekends a month, and sometimes we'd learn a new song, and some new songs you can learn. You can just do them live without
Just
rehearsal.
whip them out.
Right. Uh huh.
But we
That's
don't
how well
like,
you do your homework.
yeah,
Right.
we
Exactly.
don't like to do that, but not on these female songs. We're going to get all them down in rehearsal.
See, and
That's
I got used to that because when I was in Power Surge, I think we did like a total of 2 rehearsals, and they weren't even like full band rehearsals. It was just like sitting in the living room with a guitarist and a bassist and just running through any problem children.
Okay.
And so everything else was always like, hey, do your homework, show up ready. So I got used to, okay, it's my job to listen to the song. It's my job to learn it. So that's what I'm going to do. And if I showed up, I'm like, all right, I learned the songs. And they're like, oh, I didn't have time to listen to them. I'm like,
Been there, done
okay,
that.
damn it.
Yeah. We've
Well,
all
now I
been
got
through-
another song stuck in my brain. Thanks
We've
for
all
that.
been through that. Well, so
Yeah.
you've officially had your debut gig. Are you doing anything big in January now that it's like she's going to do them all? Is there a party going on? Is there something happening here?
In
We got
January.
a hunter for a couple of gigs at Shovelhead.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna play
Renegades.
in the month of Renegades with us. Big show up there, yeah.
Very
I've never
nice.
been, so.
No, me neither.
And in Shovelhead, they want me to come out for the Shovelhead thing to kick off the 3rd set, do a couple songs with
Yeah,
her.
actually,
That's
it's a
awesome.
Saturday night at Shovelhead. It's going to be another original music show with Kings County. We
Nice.
got 3 lined up next year in different cities, but she'll come out on Friday night and just trying to keep her fresh, keep the songs going.
Sure.
But I already had Hunter lined up for these dates before we even hired her, so she's professional enough to work with us on that.
And you've got your work cut out for you because you are calm and collected. Jeff Coda is a barrel of energy hoping that a spark doesn't go by.
And I'm
Mark-
eating it with the lighter.
And Mark is the same way. Mark is this super high energy, 90 miles an hour. You are high energy. I've been through more than a couple of rehearsals. You fall into that, so you're going to have your hands full keeping the combustion chamber moving in the same direction.
Well,
I'm
I
a
got to tell
chaos
you,
gremlin.
first night she kind of debuted with us at Post Time. She came on and did 5 songs in the last set, and the last time we were there, and I could immediately feel the energy vibe on stage with her. It was amazing.
It makes a big difference.
And I got a fist bump from Hunter.
Yeah,
Oh,
That's like
yeah,
a
there you
shake. That's
go.
like a handshake from Paul Hollywood.
That's
I
right.
felt the whole band just, the energy level of everybody.
That's fantastic. Well, sounds like we all have a lot to look forward from you guys in 2024. I'm excited to see it all. I'm glad you're enjoying it. You're a fantastic addition to the lineup.
Thank you.
So the next show with you, full weekend, Cafe Murano, December 15th and 16th?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. And this week, you are playing, correct?
Yeah, we're at Castleberry's tomorrow night, at Beaches in Daytona on Saturday night.
Nice. Two
Julie,
good clubs.
Julie for both nights.
Two good clubs. That is awesome. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations on the slot.
Thank you.
My prayers are with you, my friend. Do what you can do to
Thank
keep
you.
that bus going the same way. Definitely check out Sound Theory Live if you haven't already done so. Thank you for making the time to come on and do it. It was great to have you
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank
Dave.
you.
Appreciate it as always.